All right, Shalom. It's your brother Kashab. Shabbat Shalom. Brother, coming back at you with another quick lesson. Before I get started, I want to give all praises, glory, infinite honors unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who taught me the truth and rule well in peace. Blessings and salutations be to the hopefully deck, as well as those that believe in the gospel and may even endure to the end, Lord willing. All right, and I'm just coming with a quick lesson. All right, everything is going according to plan. All right, according to prophecy, according to the plan. All right, that Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai has set up here in America. Everything is going accordingly. All right, and it's beautiful. All right, to know and understand at the times that we're living in. You see, what I got queued up here is a screenshot from X, the page Shadow of Ezra. All right, and you can see the demonic smirk on this devil's face, as he's saying the words in the quotations. All right, it says, Benjamin Netanyahu, a Jew, rejects President Trump's ceasefire and says the war will continue against Iran at any time he chooses, right? And which shows you who's the one in power here, all right? Who's the ones that's dictating, all right, what's going to go down, right? Who's the one telling you how it's going to go, when it's going to go, all right, where, as he has been using DJT as a pawn, man, all right? You know how the puppet had those little strings? Well, he's actually pulling the strings on DJT, all right? But we ultimately, the elites are the ones that's, pulling the strings behind the curtains, right? But it says, Netanyahu, a Jew, says he will achieve his objectives through further military action under his command. We are ready to resume the fighting at any moment. Our finger is on the trigger, all right? And this goes to show you, that when it says in Revelations, the 6th chapter, that, he was given a sword, all right, that he may take peace from the earth, all right? This is who's the person, all right, Esau, Edom, that's taking peace away from the earth, all right, from the time since the beginning, all right? Since he was blessed, he's been blessed with what? The sword, all right? Now, let's go to, got it queued up here, Revelation chapter 6, verse 4. It says, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. All right, so all of these, Christians and these different people who believe in what they believe in, saying that, things are going to get better, and believing in all this prosperity, all right? Well, we're living in a time of prophecy that peace is being taken away from the earth, all right? Through what? Through war, okay? Peace has to come through war anyway, all right? But ultimately, we know it's going to be an eternal peace, all right? An eternal rest, all right? When Yahweh Shai comes back, all right? And he puts all of his enemies into subjection, okay? That's going to be the ultimate peace that's going to come through war, right? But we're not living in that time of peace coming tomorrow, right? We're living in a time where things are going to get nasty, all right? It's going to be a lot more lives lost, all right? A lot more bloodshed, okay? And it's going to be a lot more prophecy, all right, that's going to unfold, you see? And it says, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword, you see? And that reminds me of the one in Ezekiel, all right? I think it's 7. Say prepared for the slaughter, man. Salakia. That one, I just thought about that one. Let's see, Ezekiel. Yep, that's it right there. There's Ezekiel chapter 21, verse 10. I'll start at 9. It says, and son of man, prophesy and say, thus said Yahweh, say a sword is sharpened and also furbished. All right. It says it is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. You see that? It is furbished that it may glitter. So it's furbished, it's been shining, how these devils do with their different instruments of weapons of war, with their modern day guns, man. They just have them shining up, looking at them on the wall, take it down, take it apart, all it up, Well, that's how the sword is getting ready to come down on you Americans, all right, as well as, the bulk of the mass majority of the people here on the planet Earth, man. It says, should we then make mirth? It contemneth the rod of my son as every tree, and he had given it to be furbished that it may be handled. You see? So it's only going to sit there and look so pretty, all right, look good for so long, all right? The sword is getting ready to be put in Yahweh's hand, all right? As well as these Edomites who were ultimately blessed with the sword, you see? To do what? Make a sore slaughter, man, all right? It says, this sword is sharpened and it is furbished to give it into the hand of the slayer, all right? And as it says in Revelations 12:12, it says that the devil is going to come down unto you having great wrath, all right? I tell you in Romans 13 that he buried not the sword in vain, you see? Because why? This devil has been blessed, all right, with the sword, you see? He has been blessed to cause destruction and take peace from the planet Earth, man. And it is written no other way, right? But let's go to Genesis 27 and around, I believe it's like 38. All right. To show that, from the beginning, he was blessed with the sword, you see? So now it's the time for him to use it because he's running out of time to use it at all, you see? Because we're living in the end of his captivity. So by default, if you know you're about to lose something that you've been bearing, all right, that you were blessed with, if you know you're about to lose it, then wouldn't you want to just use it as much as you can before it's taken away from you? By default, right? Now it says Genesis 27:38, and Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept, all right? In which, this is the patriarch, all right, with the nation of Edom, all right? This nigga's a crybaby, man, because he gave up his birthright for some raw meat, man, all right? Raw food, because he felt like at the time that he was going to die, This is the patriarch, of the nation of Edom, you see? It says in 39, and Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be of the fatness of the earth. And are they not enjoying the fatness of the earth now? It says, in the dew of heaven from above, and by thy sword, right? By thy sword, that killing instrument, by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass that when thou shalt have the dominion, thou shalt break his yoke from off my neck, from off thy neck. Verse 41, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand, then I will slay my brother Jacob. You see? And this is the innermost thoughts, all right, of the average Edomite, man. Right? They don't know why I have this feeling towards, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. But it's no way that we can all just sit here and get along. You are my enemy, you see? Why? Because this is the root, all right? This is where the situation started, man, all right? And it's been up there ever since. The days of mourning are at hand, right? For my father are at hand, then I will slay my brother Jacob. All right. And, this devil has sought out to slay, all right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans ever since then, But like I mentioned earlier, everything is going according to plan, all right, according to prophecy, man. You see, this devil is using his blessing because he's getting ready to lose it, all right? And he's doing his job, taking peace away from the earth, right? But it's nothing, that's the one I wanted to get in 1 Thessalonians. It's nothing to us. Why? Because we know and understand prophecy, right? That's why, excuse me, that's why when Apostle Paul wrote the letter to the church in Thessalonica, that what? Of the times and of the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you, right? This 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 1, it says, for of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. You see, so it was no need for Apostle Paul to write to those that was in the know, all right, per se. Those that knew what was going on, that understood the secrets, the mysteries, all right, that were out there serving Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, all right, in sincerity and truth. You see? He said there was no need. Why? Because they were well aware of the times that they were living in, But it says, verse 2, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. All right, was they not saying peace and safety the other night, saying, oh, we come to a ceasefire agreement? But then a couple hours later, they bombing each other to smithereens. Thousands of people injured, hundreds dead. You see? But they were saying peace and safety though, right? No, man, it won't be any peace. I read in Revelation 6 that this devil has been given the part of prophecy to take the peace away from the earth. So it ain't gonna be no peace. It's just straight bloodshed, man. All right? Till Yahushua come, all right, and put all the enemies in subjection, man. You see? It says, but ye brethren are not in darkness, that day shall overtake you as a thief. You see? So we not in the darkness, right? We not the ones that's unaware of what's going on in society. We're not the ones that don't have the spirit of prophecy. You see? Because we do. We understand the things, all right, that the Lord said is going to come to pass. And though it tarry, wait for it, right? Because it will surely come. They keep talking about negotiations and peace deals. Man, just get on with it so we can get the hell up out of here, man, But that's pretty much the point, all right? So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. And with that, I'm call Halohim La, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rachak Wadash, and Shalom, Abarakim, La